My dad tried to steal my $500,000 inheritance to hand it straight to my golden child sister, but my late grandpa left behind a secret clause that completely nuked my dad's plan. I should have seen it coming. I'm 28, and my sister Amy is 25. She has always been the favorite. When I was 10, I saved months for a bike. Amy threw a fit, so my parents bought her a better one the next day. I got straight A's and got into a Harvard summer program. My parents skipped my airport drop-off to watch Amy's local dance recital. By 27, I had a finance career and my own house. Amy still lives in our parents' basement pouring coffee. Then, my grandfather passed away. He was a self-made businessman who left behind a massive estate. The will was incredibly clear. He split his assets equally among his kids and grandkids. My cut was exactly $500,000. It was life-changing money. But right after the reading, my parents pulled me aside. Dad looked disgusted. He said it was fundamentally unjust that I received an equal share. He claimed Amy needed the money more because she was suffering. I stayed perfectly calm. I reminded them that Grandpa made his choice. They exploded. They called me ungrateful. Dad listed every basic necessity they ever funded, like my braces and middle school notebooks. He completely ignored the brand new car they bought Amy for barely graduating high school. Then the situation escalated. Dad was the appointed executor of the will. He decided to play God. He sat me down in their living room. He looked me dead in the eyes. He said he was going to interpret Grandpa's true intentions. He was going to override the legal document. He planned to seize my entire $500,000 share. He was going to transfer every single penny to Amy. He leaned back and crossed his arms. Grandpa would have wanted it this way, he stated. My mom sat next to him and nodded. She accused me of speaking ill of the dead. I looked at Amy. She just stared at the floor. She awkwardly shrugged her shoulders. Mom and Dad know best, she muttered. I felt completely betrayed, but I didn't break. I went straight to Grandpa's widow. I sat in my grandmother's kitchen and explained Dad's brilliant scheme. Grandma's face flushed bright red. She slammed her hand flat on the table. She revealed a massive family secret. Years ago, my parents secretly cornered Grandpa. They begged him to leave his entire fortune to Amy. Grandpa was absolutely disgusted. He firmly refused. He told them every grandchild gets treated equally. Then he took it a step further. He quietly added a strict no-contest clause to his will. Anyone who challenged the equitable distribution would immediately forfeit their own inheritance. I walked back into my parents' house armed with the truth. I dropped Grandma's bombshell right in their living room. My dad's smug expression completely dissolved. His face went entirely pale. He started stammering about protecting Amy's future. I didn't let him finish. I walked out and let Grandma handle the rest. She did not hesitate. She called the estate attorneys that same afternoon. She contacted my dad's siblings. They formed an unbreakable united front. They legally stripped my dad of his executor title within days. The law was completely unambiguous. My parents were rendered entirely powerless. The fallout was beautifully chaotic. My dad threatened to cut me out of their will. I told him I never wanted anything from them anyway. A month later, they crashed my aunt's party uninvited. They screamed that I had corrupted Grandma. My mom literally threw an old photo album at my feet. It took 3 uncles to drag them out, but the absolute best part was Amy. Watching our parents lose their minds finally broke their spell on her. She realized their coddling was destroying her life. She came to my house. She apologized for never defending me. She used her inheritance to enroll in a community college. My dad was so furious he stopped speaking to us. Mom is finally in therapy. I paid off my loans and invested the rest. I lost toxic parents, but I finally got my sister back.